The female employees of Club Primavera began to carry out the plan. The plan! Hey there, girls. Still smell lovely, I see. If we didn't, all the customers would run away, wouldn't they? You think so? Can't say I mind a smelly woman myself, though. Got some business with the madam? Yeah, just a little personal matter. Hold on a sec, I'll let her know. Madam, there are 2 women here saying they want to speak with you. Certainly. She says you could go in. We'll have to do a body check first, though. Get it over with then, perverts. Now this is what I'm best at. Wait, I was looking for a knife? Oops. I didn't find it. Dumbass. When might this be about? And 2 of you at once? Amanda, actually. It was as though they were trying to broach the difficult subject. The 2 women's eyes started to dart about suspiciously. It looked like they merely had something important to discuss, but Amanda's instincts told her that the day had finally come. The women's hands darted into the curtains behind a dresser and came out holding concealed guns. How did they get there? What? At the same time, in same speed, Amanda pulled out a personal defense pistol. Gun barrels were pointed at each other. Time froze. There's 2 of us, 1 of you. You can take 1 of us, we kill you. So, you're gonna just put the gun down. With faces so tense that it looked like they might crack, the women pointed quivering gun barrels at Amanda. Okay. Your left hand is, like, not even on the gun. At least make, like, a little saucer in it, okay? You're literally not doing it. That hand's not doing anything. What do you think you're doing? Throw away your gun. And if I refuse? Quiet, no talking. The moment you try to call for help, we'll shoot. Maybe you should talk a little more softly. The guards outside will hear you. Please throw away your gun away, Amanda. Iris, take your gun. Very well then, but I'll want it back later. I'm rather fond of that one. One of the women grabbed Amanda's gun. They were making the biggest gamble of their lives. Not only that, but their opponent was the most feared lady of the evening in City 23. There were beads of sweat on their faces, and their fingers, elbows, and knees appeared to be quivering. Why? Calm down. Like, if she just calls for something, you can, like, end it and just be like, hey, nice job. They were so tense, in fact, that Amanda began to grow amused. It looks like you really have screwed up your courage. Very nicely done, you 2. Shut up. Please stop talking. Her voice reached the ears of the bodyguards in the hallway. They couldn't hear it clearly, but they could tell that someone was yelling in a less than friendly situation. Just to be safe, one of the bodyguards put his hand on the doorknob to check inside. Don't move. 2 women had slipped out in the shadows like cats and pressed their handguns against the backs of the bodyguards' heads. Oh, see, that's how you fucking do it. Oh, okay. At the same time, the same thing was happening all around the club at that very instant. All of them just fucking get domed. The bodyguards who were drunk and talking happily just like usual were struck dumb. Oh, fuck. After all, the women who had been smiling brightly and drinking with them had all pulled out guns at once and pressed the cold barrels against their foreheads. What do you think you're doing, ladies? I'm not into this. Don't talk. I'll really shoot. Put your hands up. We're serious here, okay? Yeah, enough of that. Your hands are shaking. I don't want you to accidentally fire. Guns aren't toys, you know. You'd better stop before you hurt yourself. The bodyguards, who knew there was nothing as dangerous as an amateur with a gun, let themselves be held up. Please, you'll accidentally shoot, and I'll fucking die. However, several former punks started to fly into a rage. Shoot him. Okay, pull that trigger if you can. Pulls it. What's wrong with you? I'll shoot. I really will. Who do you think you are, bitch? The instant one of the men hit a woman's arm trying to steal a gun, Cyrus's group poured into the club. Hey, how's it going? Coming through. Alright, you bastard. Stop moving and getting down on the floor. It's Primavera! Fuck! Shoot him. Kill him. I hit that, okay. Fuck. I get that one, but not... Okay. Fuck off. Time fucking, like, stood still there. Whatever. Don't make me say it again. If you don't want to be turned into honeycomb, get down on the floor. Come on, let's get going. On the floor, on the floor. Overpowered by this momentum, the bodyguards all surrendered and got down on the floor. Is everyone all right? No one's hurt? We're fine, Richard. You all did splendidly. Nice going. And thanks for hanging in there until today. Today's the day Primavera comes back to life. What about Amanda? She shot up in a room quickly. That moment, 2 or 3 gunshots rang out and a woman screamed. What happened? Did someone get shot? Sorry, Stella, one of the bodyguards got away. You didn't get shot. He only hit you. Good job just hanging in there. I read hit as in like, oh, he hit her with like a bullet. It is necessary that Caleb be informed about the club's capture. That man's escape creates no problems. Okay, boys, time to get a special room for the after party. One at a time, stand up slowly, hands on your head. Even though the guns were the same, the pressure generated by the person holding it was completely different. This dude's serious. Demon Sergeant Cyrus's presence completely overwhelmed the bodyguards and they meekly followed his orders. Fucking kill him. Greetings, Amanda. It's been some time. Could you please switch these 2 guards with someone else? They're so tense. It looks like they might faint at any moment. The 2 women who were pointing guns at Amanda in this once-in-a-lifetime battle were sweating as if they had buckets poured over them. Well done, you two. This is all thanks to your efforts. Richard. Iris, hang in there. As though Richard's words had cut the cord of the tension, one of the women fainted and slumped to the ground. Amanda, forgive me, but we're going to restrain you. Though I would rather let you slide with house arrest. Please forgive me. After all, you're the one who always prepares for the worst case scenario. Stella, if you would. I've got some lovely bracelets just your size. I'll bet you've never worn these. Please, you think I wouldn't have worn handcuffs once or twice in this trade? Kinky! Yes! Hot! 6:50 p.m. Cyrus's group took control of Club Primavera. Damn, that was only a couple minutes. Their target, Madame Amanda, was restrained. Except for one who escaped, all the bodyguards were restrained and thrown into the shed. Fucking kill him. Okay, that's actually like the really brutal way, but yeah, you fucking kill these people. You don't give them an inch. A few guns had been fired, but practically speaking, the raid had achieved full marks. Everything happened inside the soundproofed club, so none of the passers-by even realized that something was going on. The bodyguard who escaped would probably try to report to Caleb. However, it would surely take him some time to contact his boss, when even Caleb's best underlings didn't know where he was staying. During that gap in time, Primavera would have to be fortified. Okay, move just like we planned. We're making a barricade out of chairs and desks. Yeah, you gotta absolutely brace the fuck out of each door. Especially the back doors. You'll trip in high heels, change your shoes, and just take them off. Block that spot with the sofa. Everyone together now. Don't worry about breaking it. We can put our remodel down as a business expense anyway. Hello, is that Rose? We were successful here. No one was injured badly enough to worry about. Thank goodness. And Amanda? Right here. Yes, Rose. Amanda, I apologize for putting you in such a constrictive situation. Don't worry about it. This is a madam's job, isn't it? Yes. Amanda, thanks so much for what you've done. I told you on the first day you became the madam, but I'll say it again. Being the madam isn't about cheap talk. It's a tough job, And you've got to take initiative before everyone else and bear the brunt alone. You can't be afraid to be being hurt. You have to take pride in being hurt in someone else's place. Yes, but now I understand that well. So now, have I finally made up for forcing the job of Madam on you? Yes. Amanda, I truly want to thank you for everything. Yeah, you're still a cunt, though. The attack on Caleb would begin once enough enemy reinforcements had drawn to Primavera. Rose's group would have to hold in their impatience for just a little longer. This time for Rose and Caleb's showdown was quick. The time for Rose and Caleb's showdown was quickly approaching. 6:51 p.m. The bodyguard who escaped from Primavera used a phone in a nearby bar to report the attack of his superior, the Capo Fritz Foruta. This man, who was in charge of the surrounding turf, decided to take quick action before things got worse. Don't let him have Primavera. That club's a symbol for these guys. No matter what, make sure to rescue Madam Amanda. Nothing else matters. I don't care if you all get turned into mincemeat. They may have cover, but there's only one of them to take them all out at once. Only a few of them. Should we contact the father? I wanted to clean this up ourselves first, but if something happens to the madam, I'm headed straight for Tokyo Bay. Anyway, contact him. This isn't something we can handle. 7-Eleven. Fritz and those under his command rushed Primavera. They attempted to split into two groups and strike from the front and rear of the club at once. Hey, our customers are here. Okay, here we go. Time to welcome our first customers to the new and improved Primavera. Welcome to Primavera. Get down! Damn them, firing all of a sudden like that. They set up a barricade. They're getting ready to fight the last man, aren't they? Those who tried to sneak in through the back door received a similar welcome. Dear valued customers, this is the back door. Please go around and enter through the front. They're here again. It's no use. Look for another way in. What are you doing? There's only a few of them, right? What are you all standing around for? Boss, it's no use. They're planning to hold this place until the end. Well, the front and back entrances are barricaded, and they've even got those women using guns. Looks like they got plenty of weaponry packed in there. It's a fortress. Primavera's trying to take back their lost ground. Or should you call this taking the fight to their home turf? This is bad, boss. We can't do anything here alone. Damn it! Anyway, don't break the siege of the club. Make sure this becomes their grave. Don't let them get away. Fritz called off the attack. He tried to contact Caleb again, though they still didn't know how to reach him. He also got in touch with all the neighboring bosses he could contact directly. His forces grew even more. Hello? 7:16 p.m. The phone in Primavera office rang once. Office rang. Phone seems to be ringing. Richard slowly rose to his feet. There's a chance that Caleb was at the other end of the line. Richard readied himself once more and picked up the receiver. Hello, this is Club Primavera. I'm Fritz Foruta. Capo. Is it? It wouldn't be Chapo, right? No, there's no H. You never know. Fucking weird words. From the family. Is Amanda safe? I'll let you hear her speak. Hello, Fritz. Forgive me, and I even promised to let you put your head in my lap today. We're temporarily closed for business today, another time perhaps. We're closed for remodeling. Don't lay a finger on the madam. Just you try and kill her, I'll blow everyone in the club to bits. So what are your demands? That Father Caleb retire. You bastard, are you really planning to start war with us? Are you suggesting that we haven't been at war before now? Madame Rose will rule City 23. Caleb cannot build a future for his countrymen. Father Caleb's retirement and the dissolution of the Caleb family. Please understand that we have no intention of conceding either point. You'll regret this. I'll cut your little sister to pieces right in front of your eyes. I always thought of the Mafia as a fairly intelligent group, trained to perfection by countless struggles. Such a disappointment to find I was wrong. What did you say? It seems that, to you, a war is little more than a turf struggle between bullies. if it's for the future of our children. We're willing to burn ourselves up, give up all we have, and fight to the end in order to pave that way forward. If the alternative is surrendering to fear for our own lives and forcing eternal suffering onto our descendants, then we would throw our lives away right now for the sake of our children. Bastard. We will show no mercy. We will defeat any foe who stands in our way without mercy. Fuck, this dude's serious. My determination to step into a war is nothing like yours. This is the war I believe in. Fuck, guys, I'm gonna leave. It would be good though if like the entire group out front's like, you know what, you've got a point. We'll pledge allegiance to Rose like right away. That would be interesting. We end up just like rolling through the city, picking up everyone, picking up steam, and just rolling into that hotel. News of the situation finally reached Miguel. Miguel reported to Caleb. When he heard that Amanda had been taken hostage, Caleb flew into a rage like a lion. Bring it on, Rose. So you finally struck. Gather the troops and contact James. Tell all the bosses in the area to head there too. Amanda is my woman. You've got guts, Rose, to go after her. Miguel, call Primavera. Let me talk to Rose. Calm down. We'll definitely rescue Madame Amanda, so leave it to us. If you call them, they'll only say something unpleasant to provoke you. Leave this to me and go cool your head for a bit. Like I could, fool! Miguel, pardon the intrusion. You can't get in touch with James. Why is Glasses never around when you need him? James was already on Primavera's side. There's no way he would answer to their call. Fuck off, guys. Because of his long experience with office work, he had been left in charge of Caleb family's communication network. Oh my god, really? That's insane. Because of that, his alienation resulted in a fatal delay in the Caleb family's first actions. No matter what Primavera is planning, the more time we give them, the worse things will get. I don't care how many people we lose, gather the troops and have them all strike Primavera at once. We'll recapture the club within an hour. Tell them if we can't, I'll cut off all the boss's ears. Yeah, now that's gonna totally work, dude. Miguel was fully aware of Caleb's strong points and weak points. Because he was such a courageous general, his temper was too short. He was too willing to pick a fight. As long as Caleb kept his cool, he was able to hold his urge in check, but in times like this, Miguel had to stay cool and support him. This was probably a strategy to lure Caleb out of hiding. They were probably sure that taking Amanda hostage would lure Caleb out with that short temper of his. In other words, they had a reason to be sure of their success if Caleb was lured out. In that case, he must not let Caleb go to Primavera. Even Rose must know that the family wasn't perfectly united at that moment. You know, if he actually did win, that would have been interesting. That would be weird. I say would be interesting. But it would be because the whole, like, they'd have to, like, come from behind. Or, like, maybe the cops would arrest him and they would be like, well, that was easy. That earlier failed assassination attempt was proof that the enemy knew that defeating Caleb alone could easily make the family crumble. However, on the other hand, Miguel's instincts were setting off alarm bells in his head. Was this plan really so simplistic as to involve nothing but provoking Caleb and drawing him out? With a little more time, he might be able to figure it out. At any rate, the only countermeasure they could take now was very simple. Stop Caleb from going to Primavera. However, the strain had weakened Caleb, but far more than it appeared. He probably wouldn't be able to stay calm for long. Miguel had no way of stopping Caleb when he got it this reckless. Unless they received news of Amanda's rescue within 1 hour, Caleb would probably decide to take a trip to the front lines. 7:30 p.m. Group by group, the elite soldiers of the Caleb family gathered around Primavera. The group had already attacked the club was explaining the situation. Friends, damn it, you coward! Giving them this much time? This is why everyone says you Navy boys aren't worth a shit. We'll go wipe your asses for you. Then why don't you try charging in? Army bastards ain't changed at all since the Battle of Port Arthur. There's only 2 ways in, front and back. Both are fully equipped with barricades and machine guns and rifles. All the other ways are cut off. Good, that's enough. Lead the rest of the army. Men, it's time to show them what a foot soldier's training spirit is all about. Have them draw up the layout of the club, the number of people and weapons, Madam Amanda's location. The best men from the front lines began taking heavy equipment, ammunition, grenades, and explosives out from the cars. Without a doubt, this was a war. We've got permission from Miguel to use all weapons and says he'll cut our ears off if we don't finish in under an hour. You're kidding me. Okay, we'll help. Tell us the plan. We'll sync our clocks, and the army will launch a feint attack in the front and back simultaneously. The Navy will provide cover for the military engineers. We'll blow up the barricades on the employee side entrance and push our way in through there. Blow up? Inside the club is one thing, but can we really use bombs outside? If it's just one, they'll think it's a traffic accident or something. Tokyo's famous for its truck accidents, isn't it? Man, you guys are getting played. Bomb. The employee side entrance had been completely sealed, and they had already given up trying to break in through there. Thanks to Rose not wanting a gunfight to break out outside the club, they could use this strategy to gather the enemy's attention at the 2 main entrances and take the fight inside. Of course, Cyrus had anticipated that the enemy might break through that at an unexpected location. However, he was expecting that the police would round them all up before then. They've got reinforcements, a whole lot of them. Everybody's dropping by to play. Look at all those precious elites from the front lines. Actually, if you start shooting at them, like if the doors are open or whatever, the sound will go through. Soundproofing's only good if like every exit's sealed. If it's open, all the sound will just, well, some of the sound, because it's like a wave or whatever, it'll still go out and they can arrest him. As he sneaked a few glances outside, Cyrus grinned. Their prompt movements told them that they were elites back from the war. Don't you think we've drawn enough of the enemy forces? It's time. We should get the captain to send the police. How much more time do we have to buy? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Listen up, everyone. In just a bit longer, the police are going to come and round them all up. Then we can have a refurbishment party with Captain Butler and the others. Well, hello there. Looks like they're bringing up the big guns. Major Monobe is here. If he's their commander, we're in trouble. Richard, contact the captain on the double. Time is essence. Understood. Hey, I've been waiting for you, Richard. Police are all ready to go. Oh, we seem to be surrounded by elite troops back from the front lines. They'll probably attack very soon. Fuck. Whatever. Got it. Nice going, Japanese army. The U.S. Army will handle the rest. Lieutenant began cutting off the main road. Give the police the go sign. I just gave the order. Both groups will reach their destination within 10 minutes. Why are we 10 minutes away? Yeah. Sounds like it's proceeding well. That's great. Just now, the captain gave the orders for the police to move in and for the roadway to be blocked. We should be finished here in 10 minutes. After that kill, we'll be right on the chopping board. Wayne, Rose, check your guns one last time. It's almost our turn to move. Rose, I'll lead the way, so make sure you stay behind me, got it? Yeah, I understand. We're a team after all. Caleb, tonight, it's all on me. Let's enjoy ourselves. A woman looking out a window suddenly started yelling. Apparently the enemy had finally started to move. They're moving. They're splitting into 2 groups. I bet they're trying to attack from the front and back at once. Did y'all hear that? This is the enemy's final strike. If you stay calm keep shooting, they won't be able to break in here. Don't panic and empty your magazines at once. Make sure you support your mates by shooting while they reload. Very important to count off shots. The police have already been mobilized. Show me your courage. Just one more time for a few minutes. Got it? There's quite a lot of them out there, isn't there? Indeed. Seems Caleb hasn't hesitated to throw in his very best men. Must be a sign of how important you are to him. Not quite. I'm sure he's thoroughly lost his cool by now. Miguel's probably managing to calm him somehow, but soon he'll probably lose patience and come here himself. It doesn't matter. Our plan is to draw the enemy forces here and make use of their absence. I see. Rose is there now, isn't she? Maybe. Richard, have the girls quietly back away from the barricade and take refuge on the stage in the main hall. Their leader is probably Major Maurice Monobe, one of the best from the front lines, and a man even Caleb would take his hat off to. He'll probably break through this barricade by force, and I'm sure he'll use bombs or something similar. You won't be able to block it. If you move me to a chair in the main hall and show me off as a hostage, we should be able to buy enough time for the police to reach this place. Amanda. What a good girl. I still don't like her though, but whatever. Major, we're in place. The front group, the back group, and the engineer group are ready. Okay, you maggots. Keep an eye on your watches. We start the attack in 1945 hours. We break in 1947 hours. Hey, that's my... It's really convenient times. Don't let them use the madam as a bargaining chip to negotiate. They can't afford to kill her. War has no rules. Shoot to kill. Take no prisoners. Kill, kill, kill. Repeat it. War has no rules. Shoot to kill. Take no prisoners. Caleb's elite scattered. Then they surrounded Primavera, took their initial positions, and waited for the time to attack. Just a little longer until 7:45, the time of the attack. Captain Butler, where are you? The phone in the madam's office rang. However, since Richard had left his seat, only Amanda and a woman guarding her were there. Of course, with their hands cuffed, Amanda couldn't pick up the receiver, and the guard didn't know whether she should answer it or not. You, pick up the receiver. Oh, hello? Oh, Captain Butler, what should we do? Pass me the receiver quickly. Cowed by Amanda, the woman held the phone against the woman's ear. Hello, Captain. Such a noisy night it's been. Where's Richard? What about Cyrus? Tell me that it's an emergency. The cavalry's gonna be showing up late. What did you say? The local station chief mixed up the incidents. A short while ago, an armed robbery took place in his jurisdiction. He mistook that for tonight's operation. You idiot! You're fucking fired! As the bank's alarm bells rang, a group of men dressed as classic burglars with handkerchiefs over their mouths flew out of the building. Oh my fucking god! Why? They're so dumb. They're all carrying sacks of money and seem to be unable to hold in their laughter at their huge success. Why? No! How is he alive? Woohoo! Tonight marks the start of a new day for me. I hate myself.